Good afternoon, everyone. Today's webinar and Neos Academy will be on Neos AI. We're going to go ahead and get started. We still do have several people logging in, but I am Pam Hodge. I'm the business consultant in the professional services department. We have Don Rowan, who is training in QA for our support team. And we have Lauren Root, who is, as I call her, the knowledge base queen who writes all of our KB articles. All right, so today's agenda is going to be on Neos AI overview, permissions in the toolbar, the Neos AI chat, dynamic form, and working with documents by extracting, summarizing, and generating documents. So just remember, any questions that you guys have, use the Q&A that is linked down below. But we're going to jump right in and get started talking about Neos AI. So Neos AI, it allows firms to utilize the AI functionality that is, open to everybody. It's going to, it's designed to enhance productivity with replacing human review, allowing users to modify AI generated documents before the finalizing. And with our data and security, it ensures that your data remains secure, private, and used only solely for your benefit. So with our AI privacies and all, we use the Azure OpenAI, and all the information that is inputted into our AI functionality stays within your Neos platform, and it does not go out to the open web. So when we're talking about setting up the use of Neos AI, you always want to start with permissions. So we're going to go here to our settings, and then we're going to go to permissions. We always recommend permission groups. So once you go to your permission groups, you go to your group, and you're going to go to your general settings. And the very first thing you want to talk about is dynamic forms. So our dynamic forms are incorporated within our AI platform. So you want to make sure that your users can use the AI functionality and dynamic forms. You're going to enable. You want to be able to allow them to add your dynamic forms, modify, but you don't want them to be able to delete it. Those deletion permissions should be specific to your admin group. Once you set the dynamic forms, you're going to go to group special permissions. I like to use my search function here. So I'm going to type in AI, and you want to make sure that they can manage the prompts. They can use the free chat, have access to AI itself, and then use the AI chat. Now, when it comes to managing your prompts, you want to make sure that this is for admin people only. So once you set those permissions, you hit save, and then it's going to allow your users to use the functionality when it comes to your AI. So here I'm going to go to my case. And when I go to my case, we see the Neos AI tools. Please note that if you were like on browse cases or you're in documents, you're not going to see any of the AI functionality because it's at the case level. Not only is your chatbot guy is deselected, so you can't get to that. But as soon as you go to a case, that's when the AI functionality is enabled. Here I have my Neos AI tools. So when I hit this drop down, it's going to allow me to chat with AI, generate my documents, analyze, extract, and then I can create parties from either business cards or photo IDs. So the way I like to train is I'm going to go from the bottom up. So we're going to go to some of the simplest and then go into the more complex. So with the AI functionality, you're able to create a party record from a photo ID or business card. So if I say create party ID from here, if you notice, I will get an upload icon, but behind me, it's taking me over to my party tab. Once I go and find my document, if it's on my desktop, I can drag and drop my document from my desktop in here. So once I select my document, I'm going to drag and drop. Once I go to drag and drop, you want to make sure that the box turns blue so it will release the document here. Once I do that, I'm going to hit upload. As it's uploading, it's doing a couple of things. It's extracting information from the document itself to create your party record, but it's also uploading your document to the case docs tab, and it's going to identify it as a, as a photo ID. So here it's pulling in the person's name, their gender, their date of birth. It pulls in their address. And then please note, you still have the requirement to choose the role of this person. So once you choose the role, then the save button turns blue. Once I hit save, it will create my party record for me. I can go in here and make any modifications to the party record after it's been uploaded. So if I go here to my case docs tab, when I go to my case docs tab, it is going to show me the document that was just uploaded. So here's my driver's license, and it's giving the identification of a photo ID. So if I was to select on the photo ID, it's going to open up the document itself. So people are like, hey, that name is different. And of course, it's asking me to log into SharePoint. And I do this several times a day. We have those same requirements that everybody else does. Every single time I change systems, it's going to ask me to log in for my security purposes. So once my document is here, I get to see the document that it uploaded. All right. Now I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go up here to my NeosAI tools, and I want to do it from a business card now. So if I select business card, I'm going to get the same options. We were on the case docs tab. It's taking me over to the party tab. I get my drag and drop. So I can drag and I can drop this. Once I drop it, it's going to upload it, and then it's going to do the same thing. It's going to go in there and it's going to extract information from my business card. It's uploading the document to the case docs tab, and it's going to give the identification of business card. So here it pulls in the person's name. Because the business card doesn't have gender, date of birth, and all that information, none of that populate. If the business card that I had uploaded had their address, it would populate that, but it populated their phone number and their email address, and then their website. So if I go here, I still have the requirement that I need to make sure I give it a role and then hit save. And then if I go to the case docs tab, you'll see the document is uploaded here to the case docs tab with the identification of a business card. All right. Next, we're going to talk about uploading invoices and receipts. So it's the same functionality. If you notice, we're on the documents tab. If I say extract values from a receipt, when I hit the receipt, it's going to take me to the value tab on the backside. I get my upload receipt button, and I'm going to drag and drop my receipt from my desktop, and I'm going to release it here and hit upload. When this occurs, it's going to do the same type of thing. It's going to go analyze the document. It's going to extract the information to create my value entries. It's also uploading that document to the case docs tab with identification of receipt. Now, it may seem like it's taken an extra few minutes or a few seconds for it to populate the information, but the receipt that I uploaded had 5 entries. Within those 5 entries, I get the location, sorry, not location, I get each of the value entries here. Now, I can go and select each entry separately, or I can select all of them at one time. And then I'm going to get my header up here, which allows me to create the case expense. I can overwrite the date if I want, and then I can choose the provider. So you're still going to type in who your provider is, and then you're going to select the person, not the person. I want the court, and I selected the wrong provider. So I'm going to say Dorchester County,